There was a black flag on one of the drivers. I can't say that officials have seen what he was doing. That was on one of the drivers on URL's Samibu. He got disqualified from the race, and the racers had a meeting to ask if they could restart this race from his inconsiderate dirty driving, which is not necessary in this race. Racing is supposed to be a clean race, not a dirty race, and there was no need for it. He was doing it on purpose to the other drivers. All the drivers came off the track, went and seen the stewards and asked if they could restart the match, and asked if he could be out of the race. So that's what has happened. But we're going to be coming back to you again, and we're restarting this race. We're sorry for what had happened at the last race. Just a driver that does not know how to drive. So the teams came together and pushed to the stewards to get him out of the race, and that has happened. But it won't be long before we're back to lights out here at Imola racing track. Here we go, first light. Formation lap now. Getting those engines warmed up again for the big restart. So I hope you enjoyed coming back. I'm sorry for what had happened before. As you can see now, engines are getting warmed up again, the tyres are getting warmed up again, ready for lights out. And now hopefully this time, the racers will be able to race without no one crashing into them. CBR now, our current leader, followed by AlphaTauri coming in at second. ERS Griffin for the Aston Martin coming in at third. Elite Donut from Mercedes coming in at fourth. Helix from Williams Racing. ML Drift King with Alfa Romeo, followed by JL Clark. F1 Rusty coming in at 8th position. The 9th position is Sassy. 10th position is BMG from Alpine. And the McLaren driver Atom coming in at 11th. Number 12 is Caps from the Haas team. And his teammate Pippo Kennedy coming in at 13th. ERS Boston coming in at 14th. The 15th is Abby, representing also McLaren. 16th is ERS Robbie, representing the Aston Martin.
Why you restarted the race?
We had a driver that was bombing is the reason why we had to restart this race. It was uncalled for and not necessary. And here we go now. It's time for lights out here at Imola racetrack. The drivers once again line up and ready once again. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Lights out, lights out, lights out. And the race has begun again. And we're on the way. And it's beyond the Mercedes team coming out in first. Aston Martin, sorry about that. Followed by the Mercedes. ERS Griffin Peter pushing his way into second place, followed by the Alfa Ferrari. The Task coming in at third. In their fourth position, it's also now the Mercedes driver's teammate, Elite. Followed by him. Oh, there he goes, coming on the inside. The Alfa Romeo boys just holding him off. Wow, wee. You see now. Oh, he's taking out to wide. Almost wiped off the track there. ML Drift King. Now it's Sassy now. Coming in at 7th position now, holding the position at 7th and pushing his way. Oh, I knew that was coming. Had a bit of a slip up there. Dear me. As you can see now, Drift King coming in at 5th now. Bjorn, another fast lap from him, 1 minute 22.027 seconds. Let's come now and have a look at the Alpine team. BMGNS following the Ferrari and Sassy, pushing quite nicely there. And in 8th position, Helix and the Williams Racing there, also doing quite nicely there. And the Red Bull man, F1 Rusty Robot, pushing his way up into 9th, followed by the Haas driver. It's capped in 10th. That's your top 10 so far. And outside him is his teammate coming in at 11th, Fabio Kennedy. He'll be waiting to pounce soon in the next couple of laps. A very good driver here is DRS at number 12. Gosnett also representing the Alpine team here, coming in at 12th position. And at 13th we have Fast with the Red Bull team as well, pushing his way up as well at the back of the pack. And coming in at 14th is Jack, representing Ferrari, also coming in at 14th position. 15th we have Abby, the McLaren team, just sitting at quite nicely at 15th, but he'll be pushing his way up into the middle of the pack very soon in the next couple of laps. ERS-League from Aston Martin now coming and sitting at 16th, just taking his time at the back. We know he's a dangerous driver as well, and he can push the pack as well when he's ready. And then coming at 7th is another Alfa Romeo, who's a very talented driver who passes him on the inside over ERS-League and still pushing his way up. Well done from him. Now he wants to make the moves now to try and get himself into the middle of the pack. So that cuts ERS-League back into 17th. And Atom is at the back here at 18th. As we look at Bjorn now, our driver in his cockpit, still holding up first position. ML Drift King has just got a 3-second penalty. Also having a comfortable lead here and holding it as well here on the 3rd lap. Yes, Griffin here now, doing well for the Mercedes team, still holding off in 2nd position. The AlphaTauri driver, Tarsar, also coming in at a very good speed and still holding our 3rd position. But for him, who's hunting him down, is the man from Mercedes himself, Elite, also hunting that 3rd position to get on. Bjorn has just got another fast lap here. 1 minute 19.139 seconds. Well done to Bjorn, our current leader so far here on the 4th lap now. ML Drift King now also putting the heat on, currently in 5th position and still pushing his way up, followed behind him that man from Ferrari. It's Sassy now. Look at his driving now, superb on this corner. Takes the straight, slows down just enough, just to speed up a bit more to get out of the corner and go back onto after the apex and just put his head down and go straight for the line. And there he is, he's sort of catching up a couple of seconds now every lap on his counterpart right in front of him, ML Drift King. These two love to battle each other too. As we look in 7th position now is the team from the Alpine, BMGNS, who is also pushing here on the Imola track now. He's like looking at his team behind him, watching him very carefully now. Watching those mirrors, like hoping he doesn't just hold off until he can push into 6th position too. Coming up behind him is Helix, the Williams Racing outfit. Also coming up now, he's just waiting for a good time to pounce now. Here on the 5th lap now, going to be coming up onto the 6th. And there's F1 Rusty there of the Red Bull team, also holding his 9th position quite nicely, waiting to pounce as well in the next couple of laps. And on the top 10 now, with Cap now holding nicely. He'll be pushing his way up soon with his teammate behind him, Pipio Kennedy, who's also a danger man on the track. Likes to take his time too, but is also a stealthy driver when he's behind you. And ERS now, the Alpine team, also making his way now, just driving very smoothly, just keeping the pace now. He'll be wanting to pounce soon in the couplers and make his way up into the middle of the pack. And followed by Faz now, representing the Red Bull team now. He's keeping on his pace quite nicely there, but he's still catching up onto his car by 2 seconds as well in front of him. LJ Clerk now from Alfa Romeo now also ready to pounce on the Red Bull driver. Hunting him down quite nicely. I think he might do it now. No, it's going to hold back a bit now. He might wait for the next one. Sort of getting closer now. Just on his tail a little bit. But the Red Bull driver sees him in his back. And there we go. Another fast lap. He leaped on 1 minute 19.113 seconds. He's got the fastest lap now. He's beat Bjorn's lap. Now currently holding the fastest. Maybe now from the McLaren now drivers coming in, still keeping the pace. He's come up to 15th position. Jack Muir coming in at 16th. And here's the ERS now looking to pounce on him. And he does too quite nicely. ERS now has come into 16th position now and pushing on forward now. What a good overtake from him. Well done from him. Real good overtake from the Aston Martin car. Coming down to 17th place, we have Jack New also coming in quite nicely. Following the last place is Atom now, still keeping on the pace now, but just wants to push his McLaren and keep on up and maybe try and push his way up into the middle of the pack very soon now. On 6 laps we are on now, ladies and gentlemen. We are now our current leader here in the Aston Martin car. LJ JL's just got a 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. Once again, you have to be careful with these time penalties too, because they could hurt you in the end of the race. You can see now, Bill's now having a comfortable lead. Coming up to the 7th lap now. Putting on pace. Oh, Peter Griffin! Got it again. 1 minute 19.093 seconds. Well done, Peter Griffin. Doing well, superbly in 2nd position. He's also catching up on his driver, 2nd lap. Followed behind him is Elite Donna coming in at 3rd position now with the Mercedes. Both holding our 2nd and 3rd positions here on the 7th lap. Well done to the Mercedes team. Toto Wolff, the team principal, will be really happy with his drivers at this present time. They'll be just wanting to keep the pace on, and hopefully one driver will go into the pits while the other driver keeps second and try and push for first, while the other driver will go in and the next driver will pit out. Well, who knows? Just hope they don't make the mistake of pitting at the same time. While currently in 2nd and 3rd position. As we come down to 4th now, the AlphaTauri driver, Fast Russ, currently at 4th position now, still holding on the pace though, keeping a nice comfortable position at 4th. And as we come down, the Ferrari driver now, Sassy now, he'll be on the prowl to get into their top 4 as well. He'll be just waiting to pounce on both drivers in front of him. As we also know as this driver is a very sneaky one when it gets into the time zone of when it's time to pounce on drivers. And now we look behind him too, the Alfa Romeo car. It's Jeff King. It's also another very successful driver too. Very defensive too, and he knows when to pounce in good timings. He knows when to take chances when he sees a weak driver on those corners too. I've also noticed with ML Drift King, he likes to take the insides as well. He's also that's one of his signatures for me is with ML Drift King is taking that inside corner with him. And now we take you back now to the Alpine driver with BMG Ness, pushing as hard as he can too. He's making his way up. He'll want to pass the Drift King. Him and Drift King had a good battle yesterday's race. As we look at Helix now, coming in at 8th position now. Still holding on a good pace as well. 2 seconds off the current leader. We've come down to his 9th position now. It's F1 Rusty Boot. He's not doing too bad. Oh, sorry, I pronounced his name wrong. It's Rusty Robot. I'll probably get a bit of a jinkies after this in the interviews, but anyway, he's still pushing on his man in front of him. He's coming to push out for 8th position. As we come to the 10 now, the Haas brothers are in 10th and 11th position now. As you can see now, they'll be waiting to pounce and get up into the middle, more into 7th and 6th position in the next couple of laps, and we'll maybe hopefully when they get into the team laps that they take out the boys. Oh, his teammate has just overtaken him now. It's his turn now. His turn to speed up and overtake his teammate now. His turn to say, follow me! Ciao ciao and follow me, teammate. As you can see now, the car is just overtaken. Fairs now on the Red Bull, putting on the pressure now on him. Now the Red Bull driver, Fairs will want his position back now. That puts the McLaren car at 12th position. Good overtake there for him. Now Fairs will be wanting to get that position back now. And as we get to ERS-League, he's coming in at 14th position now. And he's putting on the pressure on the Red Bull, catching up to him second for second in every lap. As we know for ERS-League, he's a talented driver too. And he'll be wanting to know when to pounce on this Red Bull driver in front of him. Come to DRS, Gosler now, representing Alpine now. Just taking his time now here on the 10th lap, just still currently putting a comfortable pace on, but he'll probably need to push more and more now in the next couple of laps just to get up into the middle of the pack. Here's Etom now, currently at 16th, was at the back of the pack, but now currently in 16th position now, followed by 17th position is Jack Muir now with the Ferrari team. He'll be wanting to push now. And at the back of the Ferrari car, Jack Muir's just got a 3-second penalty. DRS has come back into 17th, and it's LJ Clerk here at the back now from the Alfa Romeo. 3-second penalty again for captain for the Haas team. Let's look at our current leader now, still holding off in first position now, but followed by the Mercedes boys, Aries, Griffin, Peter, and Elite Don. These Mercedes boys here will be thinking, what will they do next? Who will pit first? Who won't pit? Will they both pit at the same time, or one will just hold the lead, or one will follow? Well, no, will be all put in. Well, no, we won't know. Oh no! No! We have a spin out. One of the Mercedes boys spun out. It was Elite. Elite has spun out, coming into the last turn before hitting. Oh my, no, that's a big disappointment from the Elite there. Big disappointment. It's pushing it back into ninth now. ES Griffin now will have to put on the pace even more now, because since his teammate won't be at the back there to defend him. Oh no, this will give a good chance for Ferrari to push up now. And I think the team principals have told Ferrari and have told Alfa Romeo driver, imagine that Elite has spun out and they now will want to go for it. Oh, look at this. JL has come in with the fastest lap at 1 minute 18. And as we come down now, ML Drift King now is currently at 4th now. He'll be pushing his way. I'll try to get in there. Alpine team here with BMG Ness here on the 11th lap now, still pushing now. He's now in 5th position. Helix now at 6th position. Followed by Rusty Robot currently with the Red Bull team at 7th position. 8th we had the Cats and Haas move up by 1 as well. And it's coming from McLaren at number 10, followed by ERS-League pushing now. 11, he's going to be doing the overtake. Yes, he does. He gets him on the inside. He's pushed the McLaren on the outside of him. That brings him up into 10th place. Well done, ERS. Well done. He's now in 10th place. Now he's going to be pushing now and pushing now. We see Pippa Kennedy's taking over his teammate now, who will push him into 8th position now. And BMG has cost him now. Oh no, the McLaren is taking over him. Oh, that pushes the ERS back out into 11th position. These two are battling it out now. As we go, here he is, Alfa Romeo, JLG, Oh, Mr. JL coming in with the fastest lap so far. Well done to him. There goes Jack Neo now coming just behind the DRS Gosman now at 17th, and Atom currently at the back of the pack at 18th. The current leader is still leading the pack on the lap 13. But will ES Griffin Peter catch up to him and give him the fight for pole position? He's doing quite nicely, only 2 seconds behind the current leader. But he's pushing every lap though, trying to keep the pace on him. And here we go now, it's Sassy ML Drift King fighting it here for 3rd and 4th. But it's Sassy, oh no, ML Drift King has spun out. He put too much gas coming off onto the corner and spun out, what puts him back into 6th position and brings BMG from Alpine and Helix up 1 place each. Then it brings the Alpine team up into 4th and Williams Racing Helix up into 5th. Oh no. Oh, what a drama we have here, folks. Drift King will have to push his luck now and try and get those positions back. Dear me. And as we look now, Sassy now will be driving comfortably in 3rd, knowing that ML Drift King, the fight is off for now. But we have another big fight coming on his hands with this driver, BMG from the Alpine team. He was another successful driver and loves driving and sneaking on them and trying to take on the outside and the inside. As we can see now, pit windows will start to open now after on the 14th lap. Driver will probably pit in, and as we can see now, Williams Racing is going to do an overtake on the outside, but he doesn't. Alpine still take it, but I think there was a bit of contact there with the Alpine vehicle, with the Williams Racing too, but Alpine still takes it anyway. But as you can see now, ES Griffin is in 5th position now. Dear me. And that takes Sassy up into 2nd, but our current leader is still currently leading with a good lead at all, comfortable lead. No one around him so far, no one to catch up. He's probably thinking, where's all the traffic? It's just me out here alone. Well, you need to speed up, or you probably try and lap people if you're that fast. But anyway, we'll go back to Ferrari. He's just come out on the side there. I think he did a spun out, but still holding 2nd position, followed by the Alpine. Yes, you can see now the tyres are wearing out. They'll probably need to put in to get them changed. So once they hit the corner, the braking system is probably not as good for the tyres when they're coasting. You see now, Bjorn has pitted now, Sassy has pitted. Yes, they don't want to get that time warning when they're heading into the pits. That could be also lethal at the end of a race. But that takes Helix up into 1st after Bjorn and Sassy take their pit stops. You can see now, Helix is currently in 1st, and he'll be pushing now. He'll be pushing the lead as much as he can before he probably turns up into the pits. And Bjorn is 2nd. Fresh new tyres now, getting them warmed up. As you can see, he's doing little slow tims now. Left and right, always trying to keep the pace on. Warming up those tyres still, so he can carry on and take the lead again. And you can see ERS Griffin now in his formal spot, wanting to get that 2nd position back now. That he's currently holding in 3rd. And the McLaren now, first time to see the current, under the current 5 now. Can they hold this position here, or will they be going into the pits as well? And Bears from the Red Bull team now, pushing as much as he can. And Sassy now from the Ferrari team, doing so well. Currently in 6th position, but will be pouncing back soon and wanting to take that 2nd position back. And there's the AlphaTauri driver here, Taras. Also a comfortable driver as well. He was holding in 3rd, but now is being pushed back into 7th. He'll be wanting to fight his way back in. Then here comes BMG, just currently sitting out at 8. Had a couple of spin outs before, but now he'll be wanting to push back into that top 5. And here's the Mercedes driver, who failed out last time. But now he'll be wanting to get fight now. He's in top, he's under the 9. It's still in the current top 10. But it's F1 Rusty now, Robot, currently in top 10, holding the top 10. But now he'll be in the top 10 because it's that guy again, the top man, sprinting his way again, ML Drift King. And outside the top 10 we have JL just holding it off Alpha Romeo car now, pushing behind the Red Bull, trying to claim and get back into that top 10. Cabs from the Haas is still trying to push his way up as well, trying to put the pace on. Then the McLaren driver here, coming in at 13th, also holding a comfortable pace, but he'll be probably wanting to push now in the next couple of laps, trying to push his way up to the middle of the pack a bit more. ERS-League coming out too, and holding back in 14th position. Also holding off the driver behind him, who was DRS Gosling from the Alpine team. It was the Pippo Kennedy now from the Haas team, currently at 16th position. And at back of the pack is Atom still. Looks like he's got a 3-second penalty on him. Helix is still number 1 driver at the moment here on lap 17, but Bjorn's chasing him down quite nicely. And so is the ERS Griffin still chasing Bjorn as well. But they have to chase the leader if they want to make that pole position to get first off. But currently both men are standing in the podium standings at the moment. And outside of them is the Ferrari driver. It's Sassy too, pushing his way up to claim back where he was before in the 2nd position. As we take it back a bit more to the 5th position now, it's Faz, representing the Red Bull team, and he's currently holding in 5th position, but also he's putting a second on as well to the driver in front of him each lap. Now Fatari now, you can see, look at that pure speed coming out of those corners there, catching up on that Red Bull driver in front of him, trying to get him and pounce on him and take over his position. Then you can see BNG from the Alpine team as well is doing the same too. He's creeping up, and I think a driver just went a bit too wide, and Bjorn has got the fastest lap again at 1 minute 18.805 seconds. Well done to him, well done. So Elite getting the fastest lap. You can see now he's under the top 10, but F1 Rusty Robot is still pushing in the 9th position, followed by LG with JL Clerk coming in at 9th. Faz now just put it in now for the Red Bull team. What a good quick pit stop. See what they get it done. Get those tyres. Now you just get out there. Oh, Rusty got a 3-second penalty as well. So we'll take it to the back now. Yes, Robbie now. He's come up again. He's in 13th position now. And he's pushing up now. Just to coolly make it in front of Faz. Yes, he does. And so does DRS when he was coming out of the pinch, just held the line and keep going. Well done. Well done to him. As we keep up the ranks here now, it's Sassy taking over 3rd position. Well done to him. Here's Griffin coming in at 2nd, and it's still taking over at current position again. It's that driver representing Aston Martin, Bjorn. There we can see now ERS Griffin followed behind him, representing the Mercedes team. Toto Wolff is probably telling him, he needs you to push. I need you to keep the pressure on him. Keep the pressure on him. There'll be a time when it comes into the probably like maybe the last 5 to 4 laps. This is probably where we're going to see the Mercedes driver give all he's got against Bjorn. But at the moment, he's just keeping the pressure on him, letting him know that he's at the back of him and he's ready for the fight. And at the back of the Mercedes, here's Griffin Peter with Sassy again. Ferrari still pushing on to get that 2nd position as well. But he's holding a comfortable lead at 3rd position. And he's just pulling away now. But the leaders are also pulling away in a good comfortable lead. As we see now, AlphaTauri now also pushing now. Trying to catch up to that Ferrari, trying to claim that 3rd position. Same deal with Alpine at 5th position now, trying to hold off a couple more laps before he starts putting the pressure on the drivers in front of him. And the late Donovan Mercedes too, just keeping it comfortable, just keeping it steady and quiet, because we know he'll be pouncing quickly and quietly very, very soon of the next laps, and try and claim back up and see his teammate, and hopefully those two can battle out with the number one driver at the moment, Bjorn. If we look at Helix now, who was leading the pack at the stage, but then had to go in and get his tyres fixed in the pits, and that brings him back into 7th, but he'll be pushing again to get it back up into that top 5. Followed by F1 Rusty Robot now. Just had a comfortable drive, but a couple of time penalties on him as well. He's pushing his luck too with the Red Bull car. As you can see, another Haas team here. Caps now. He's also got a couple of time penalties as well on his car. And over now, it's just leaving the pit stops. Coming out with Alfa Romeo now, coming out of the pit, he'll be wanting to get his tyres warmed up and up to speed soon when he comes out. But just he has to be mindful, he can't cross over the track while there are other cars coming past him. He can't cross the line until he's fully passed. And here we go, he's back on there. And it looks like Jack Muir's out of the race. He did not finish, so he'll be out of the race. And that brings us down to 17 drivers now. And Anton still at the back there, still holding off in 17th place. If you can see Bjorn now, still currently holding first position now. BMG has just caught another 3-second penalty warning. Bjorn is currently holding first position quite nicely here, putting on the pace now. He's just got another new lap time, 1 minute 18.790 seconds. Well done to him. To come down, ES Griffin now from the Mercedes team, pushing his team, his rival in front of him, letting him know that he's there and he can keep the pace. But he's sort of holding off a bit now, because he knows that when it comes down to crunch time, Bjorn is just going to be flooring whatever he's got. So now, ES Griffin, Peter has to do now with his Mercedes cars, just take things quietly at the moment, just let him know that he's there, but also let him know he'll be ready to pounce on him. Just keeping a safe distance for him to now just good steady play from ES Griffin actually. It's sort of playing with him, like when he's hitting those corners on the straight, like yes, you can see me, but when he goes away from those corners, it's going to be dangerous, because you never know with this driver, ES Griffin. He's a top talented driver, and once you hit those corners, it's sort of a sudden, jeeps, he's behind me already. Well done, son. But anyway, let's carry on here. We're looking at the Ferrari driver now. He's still holding a comfortable lead in 3rd position. And still putting on the pace for him, but I don't think he might manage to catch up to the drivers on front. But it's still too early to say though, it's here on lap 22. Still a few laps to go. See what can happen. Will there be some more dramas? We'll wait to find out and we'll see. But we want to welcome you to the ERS-Racing League here today. If you'd like to find out more information about ERS-League, check out www.ers-racingleague.com and you'll find out more information about us wonderful racing crew here. Well, welcome anyway, wherever you're from. If you're just tuning in, we're here today at the Imola racetrack here in Italy. This is the first Tier 1 International 10 vs 10. You can see now Ferrari still holding up in their 3rd. Now we come down to the Alpine now, who's still pushing now. He's catching up to his sorry about that. Words are just rotting off my tongue today. But anyway, the Alpine driver's catching up to his driver, a couple of seconds behind him. But he's still putting on the pace and holding the lead quite comfortably at 4th position, followed by the AlphaTauri driver now, who's pushing up behind him. He's doing quite well though, but keeping the pressure on his driver in front of him, letting him know that he's there, and he probably will pounce in the next couple of laps here. But here we are on lap 23, and it's sure been a very good race so far. You can see now Helix now from Williams Racing did have current position, number 1 position in the race, a couple of laps, but now it's dropped back into 6th position and still currently trying to push his way back up into their top 5. As we can see now, F1 Rusty Boot too, he's had an enjoyable race today, a couple of penalty times on him as well. But he's been doing well and still currently out holding in 7th position. And in 8th position is that there from the Mercedes team as well, Elite Daylight. He'll be pushing his way now, wanting to catch up into their top 5 now, and probably hopefully catch up with his teammate who's currently in 2nd position. As you can see now, coming into the 9th position, the guy from Haas representing it. It's Caps. the driver, also had a good race too. There's another very good driver here too, representing the Haas team. He had a very good drive yesterday. He's having another good one today, but he'll be looking to push up within these next couple of laps now to get into that top 5 as well. And we can see an remarkable driver this one today as well. ML Drift King, another good driver too. Harriet at the back there almost slipped, but just lucky to catch back traction on the track again. The Drift King, yes, another good driver here. Very unpredictable too, and very good at taking his inside corner and overtaking in there. Very good man. But that's coming outside the top 10 is the McLaren driver now. Eddie, he hasn't done too bad in this race so far, just keeping on the pressure and trying to keep the drivers behind him at bay. But you can see now, Pepe Kennedy now is ready to pounce now. As you can see, he's hungry, trying to get back into that top 10. And you see LJ Kirk too, almost had a good fast lap too as well today. As fast as that representing Alfa Romeo, he'll be trying to push now in these next couple of laps. In the ERS lobby too, fighting, getting pushed back and fighting again as the ERS lobby. But he's still doing well with his Aston Martin as he comes into the pits. You see 3 cars pitting now. ML Drift King is pitting, everybody from McLaren's pitting, Kenny from Haas is pitting, ERS McLaren's pitting, DRS Gosson is pitting as well from Alpine team. So we've got 5 cars in the pit now. Changing all their tyres and getting ready to come out. But that's our current leader, still the leader. And he's coming into the pits now, Bjorn. What's Mercedes? Oh, and Mercedes is going to go into the pits too. Is Stassi going to come into the pits? Or will he speed up and take the lead? Oh, they're all coming into the pits. This could be good for Bjorn. I think it is. And here we go. This will be good for the Mercedes team too, because then they'll be able to race each other. And will this be the fight that Peter Griffin was looking for? The chance to get him. Well, the restart car's out. So we'll be going to a restart. Here on lap 25, the restart car's out. What a good race so far. Very good race. Well done to all the teams. They'll be very proud of their drivers. All team principals will be proud. So wait for the restart car to go into the pits. The car will restart and then we'll let other racers catch up again and get their tyres well from coming out of the pits. My, what a race. Well done to the Aston Martin team today. The team principal will be very happy, very happy. If you've just tuned in with us, we welcome you to ERS Racing. Live coverage today of Tier 1. Oh, Abby's just got a 3-second penalty. We welcome you wherever you're from, where you're watching us today. We hope you've had a blessed night or a blessed day. And we hope you've been staying safe. And I hope you're enjoying our live here for ERS Racing. It's got the restart car out, waiting to go in. As you can see on my list on the left hand side, there's a couple of time penalties. Well, hopefully it doesn't hurt the first and second positions when they finish. Driver's getting up to speed now. Very good race so far. But now the challenge will be, can Mercedes or Ferrari take over the Aston Martin leader? That's our next question. Who could it be? Would it be Aston Martin taking it? Will it be the Mercedes? Here's Griffin. Or will it be Sassy from the Ferrari on the home turf here? The Italian Imola Grand Prix. You see now the crowd getting wild for their home Ferrari team. Yes. Waiting for the restart car to go back into the pits and we will begin racing. But just information about this track. Its length is 4.909 kilometers. That's 3.050 miles. It has 19 turns. The lap record here is 1 minute 15.484 from Lewis Hamilton. It has the number one. It has the FIA number one super license as well. It has had its upgrades on this track before the track was back in the days. They had the first turn wasn't a turn at all. It was just like a line that sort of curved. We made the track a bit more faster for cars, but was also at the same time dangerous. A couple of deaths on this track and a lot of accidents. So the FIA decided to slow the track down. So when you come to the first corner now, that's why they call it the Sugar King. But here we go again, and it's Bjorn. It just takes off like nothing, followed by the Mercedes, Ferrari, and the Alpine. Yes, Griffin now be wanting to put the push on. Be wanting to say, hey, I'm here, and I'm coming for the pole position. But Ferrari's also behind the Mercedes and saying, hey, I want that position too. And Alpine BMG is also saying the same, like, hey, no, I'm in this fight, I want this. I want that pole position too, so. And Tars from the AlphaTauri too, just creeping up quietly now. He'll be wanting to push now here on the 27th lap. To come down. Atom from the back of the pack has made his way up to 6th position now. He'll be wanting to push in and keep his top 6 position here. Followed by LJ Clerc, who's had a superb drive today. Been everywhere on the grid today. And also now he's coming in at 7th position. And this guy, Drift King, another sensational driver too. Pushing his way back into that top 5. Hopefully within the next 2 laps or 3. And coming up the Haas driver now, pushing behind the Alfa Romeo car. It's Carbs is sitting in their 9th position with his teammate behind them again in the 10th position, holding up the top 10. So it looks like these two boys are here to do some damage now. Will we see their top push up into the top 5? And just outside the top 11 is ERS coming in hot. He's coming in hot. Sitting at 11th position now. He'll be trying to be pushing now in the next couple of laps to try and push up into top 5 positions. And F1 Ross Steve from the Red Bull team with his teammate behind him too, pushing up quite nicely together. They'll be trying to push up into their top 10. So is Faz behind his teammate. He'll be wanting to push with his teammate and help defend off his driver behind him and get into their top 10. And DRS Gosling at the back there, sitting at 14th. Helix from William Racing sitting at 15th. And it's Abbey sitting at 16th. Well, not too bad of a race so far. We have a yellow flag, I think. Dear me, dear me. Yes, we do. We have a yellow flag. There's the restart car out again as we're waiting. What an interesting race now. Another restart. But it's still the same positions. Everyone's still holding the same in the top 5. Now this will give Mercedes and Ferrari another shot at him. To be honest, just too quick when their safety car, when the restart car goes, Bjorn just shows his pace. Oh no, 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 this is not looking good for Elite Donut. Another driver out of the race of Mercedes. It looks like it's all up to ES Griffin, Peter, to hold it out for the Mercedes. Can he do it? His teammate did not finish the race. He's out of the race now. Dear me, oh no. It looks like Mercedes driver's by himself now. Toto Wolff, the team principal, won't be happy with this. He was hoping that Elite would push up and defend the driver and defend his teammate. Dear me. Wait now for the restart car to get off the track for these drivers to start racing again. Still on the 29th lap here at Imola, Tier 1 International, 10 versus 10. Yes, the Alfa Romeo team principal, Andrea Setti, will be very happy with his drivers, with the Red Bull, the Alfa Romeo team. And Ottomar from Alpine will be very happy to see his team do so well with his drivers. Christian Horner for the Red Bull team principal will be also happy with his team. But it's the Aston Martin team principal so far that's leading his team, that's leading his driver to victory. Mike Crack, the Aston Martin team principal, will be very, very happy with his team's car and his team, his pit crew, for a wonderful job and a wonderful effort they're doing with his teammate. And now, as we wait for the car to get off the track, still Aston Martin, Carolina Bjorn, followed by the Mercedes driver, ES Griffin, and a Sassy at third position, followed by the Alpine driver, BMG. In fifth position is Tas and the AlphaTauri. And here we go. A brilliant, superb drive from ERS Lobby today. A very superb drive. He's been up and down the leaderboard today, but I'm sure he's going to push it now as we're almost in to the final laps of the race. What can we see here? What will we see? Will it be an Aston Martin pole finish? Will it be Mercedes pole finish? Will it be Ferrari pole finish? Or will it be an Alpine pole finish? Or will AlphaTauri come in and steal it from all of them? We're about to find out now. This race is on the way again. And look at this. Green flag, it's on the time. Bjorn just too quick, he's gone. He's gone. I don't think Mercedes or Ferrari are going to catch him, but Ferrari might push over Mercedes and take second position. But the Alpine driver too is putting the pressure on the Ferrari driver, and AlphaTauri now is pushing on him as well. He's trying to catch up. As you can see now, the top three drivers, Mercedes trying to push on with Aston Martin, and Ferrari trying to take a shot and maybe overtaking. You see now inside the cockpit of Sassy. As it comes back to the Alpine, another 3-second warning for Drift King. You can see now, the Alpine driver is going to put the pressure on. Is he going to take on the inside? Not yet. He was thinking about it, but not quite there. Dear me, it's almost approaching the final lap. It's Ferrari holding it off in third, Griffin in second, but it's their number one driver. Once again, Bjorn. I think he's going to take the race out. Well done to the Aston Martin team. Mercedes still holding off in second position now. And Ferrari pushing on the Mercedes, they trying to creep up as fast as they can. Still holding off in third. It's now or never for Alpine. Can they take third position off the Ferrari? It's Tars with the AlphaTauri car. They're holding off at fifth position. In the sixth, it's JL. Coming in at seventh is Atom. Sixth position is ML Drift King. Ninth, Haas team with Pip and Kennedy. And Caps have swapped again. It's holding the top 10. ERS Lobby trying to push his way up into the top 10. Coming up to the last lap now. All drivers will be pushing now to try and get an extra position. Try and take over each other's positions. Well done to all drivers today. Here remaining in it's Bjorn, who has won the Imola Tier 1 International 10 vs 10 Round 1 Series. Well done to Bjorn. Well done to Assessi from the Ferrari. Dear me. Dear me. Now, this could be a bit shocking. Oh, well done, ERS Lobby, driver of the day. Well done. But now let's see the results. Here we go. You see Aston Martin have won the first round. Here is Bjorn. Well done, son. Well done. There it is. You celebrate, buddy. You celebrate. There's the Ferrari Sassy 2 getting in there with the celebrations. Well done, team. Oh, it looks like AlphaTauri got third position after the time penalties. Well done to AlphaTauri taking up third. So it's Bjorn, Aston Martin coming in first place. It's Sassy coming in second place with Ferrari. And it looks like with the time penalties that happened, they put ERS Griffin into fourth. But extremely good race from him. It was well deserving for second position, but for the time penalties, that's pushing AlphaTauri in, and that makes them in third position. Whoa, what a race, guys. What a race. Well done to drivers. But I think we might be doing a live interview as well with the top 3 drivers. So bear with me one moment. Just bear with me, folks. We're just waiting for the top 3 drivers for their interviews. So, ladies and gentlemen, was waiting for the top 3 drivers to have an interview with them and see what their thoughts on what the race was like for them. So please bear with me. Excellent race though. Well done to all drivers today. Just a quick update. Yes, we are currently waiting for the drivers just come away from their pits and just get rehydrated, and then they should be joining the party in a quick second. We hope you enjoyed our live coverage of our first Tier 1 international race. Well done to every driver, and thank you for watching us. And here he is, the man of the hour. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Bjorn, well done to your Aston Martin team. Your team principal will be very happy with your performance. Enlighten us on your journey with the race, my guy, from the first Tier 1 international 10 vs 10. How do you feel, mate? How do you feel, mate? Yes, I understand that. Yeah, I've seen all the drivers as soon as URL Sambo started doing that. I've seen it myself. It was very disgusting, very dirty, non-tactical, and it shouldn't have been deserved. And I'm glad that all the drivers came together and seen the stewards and asked if they could restart the race and get him suspended from the competition. But apart from that, I can't believe there were no drivers that actually were challenging you in this race. How did you feel about that? Yes. So what did your team principal say to you? What did Mike Crack say to you before or even during the race? Was he very happy? Then what was the man saying before the race? What did he say? What did the team principal Mike Crack say to you before the race? Was it... Oh, that's awesome from your team principal, and too much to your pit team crew today. They did very, very well. Awesome performance, good speed time on getting those tyres changed. Well, it was really well played. That's much appreciated. And once again, folks, this is Bjorn, the top driver of the Imola first round of the Tier 1 International 10 vs 10. All I can say is well done to you, well done to your team, and I hope you go out and celebrate, my man. Awesome race, and be good to catch up with you again on the next race and have another interview with you, my man. But at the moment, you're my #1 driver for the season, so got my money on you, and you better keep winning races. No, you're welcome, my man.
I can't wait to drive tomorrow.
And here we have it as well. Who came in third? Taras, how do you feel, my man? I think your mic's muted, my guy. Taras, that's Taras. Oh, I apologize for I apologize for Ta. Oh, Taras. Taras. I apologize for my pronunciations, my man. But anyway, the time penalties, my guy. You got in. Well done. How do you feel? Perfect. Yeah. How did you feel about the race? What was enlighten us about how you felt about the race, and how did you feel about the other drivers too, and how did you feel about the restart and the suspension of URL Sambio? Okay. How did you feel about the restart of the race? Oh, okay. Okay. No, no problem, no problem. How you feel about the race? Very good. You think other drivers bad, other drivers good? Yeah, yeah. How your team think you drive? Your team, your team. Yeah, your team captain. Yeah, your team captain. Yes, team captain. How do you feel about your driving? Andreas said, what do you say to you?
Red heart, red heart.
It's okay, man. It's okay. Just, yeah. Congratulations on coming in from the time penalties. Yeah, congratulations, my man. You're good. Hopefully, goodbye. Hopefully to see you on the next race and for another good challenge, my guy. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for the interview. Bye bye, my friend. Well, there you have it, folks. A superb race from the Aston Martin, who took it out. Very, very lovely. Well done. We hope you enjoy our live here at ERS Racing League. We welcome all racers, all part of the world. If you're interested in us, please go on to www.com ERS Racing League. We also have to offer live streams, daily races, F1, F2 tiers, special events, FIA department, and also we especially love clean racing. Also, if you enjoyed this live, we hope you come back to us again. This is one of the first of the Tier 1 International 10 vs 10. So this was the first race of the series, and then later on we'll be coming up to the second race of the series. But we hope you enjoyed our time here with us. We're glad to have you with us. We hope you enjoyed the race. It's been a bit of a spectacular one, and a bit of a up and down one too, with the restart of the race, with the one driver with disgraceful tactics. But I'm so happy that all the drivers went and seen their team captains, their team principals, and asked if they could see the stewards and asked for a restart and had this driver black flagged. Well, they don't do black flags anymore apparently, but that's straight, in other words, suspension. But anyway, my name is ERS, also Korg. Thank you for tuning in to us. We'll hopefully catch you next time here on ERS Racing League. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you love our coverage, and we'll look to see you with us again. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoy your evening, your day, wherever you are. Stay safe, stay blessed, and we'll see you on the next one.